Well, welcome to this episode of Life. And in this episode, we have Brandi Barclay back. And she's going to share more with you on being able to be your best self. You know, as I've gotten to know Brandi and she has shared her personal story with me, you know, she has shared something with me that I thought was very special, near and dear to you. And I really wanted to bring it to all of you because I will just say being business owners, being a wife, being a mother, being all these things, you know, I talk a lot about self-care, filling ourselves up. Because every day is anxiety. And we're really not good at receiving, especially as women. And I know something that Brandi does, you know, she talked about last month, building authentic relationships, really being your best self. But, you know, there's a lot of pressure on being able to be your best self every day, showing up and juggling everything. And so this month, I really wanted to bring Brandi back with us and really talk about how she, you know, really I want her to share a personal journey and story, but how she then every day makes sure that she's filled up to give to others, because that's what this business is all about. But Brandi, I don't want to say too much more because I want you to share with the audience so much, you know, because it's just an incredible story and just really what God brought you through. But if you wouldn't mind sharing with everybody kind of the day that you kind of was on your knees, right? We've all fallen to our knees. And if you don't mind.
That one day.
I know, I feel like that was that day. I mean, I just never forget.
You know that one day I lost my mind? Yeah. Never again.
Right.
Never had another bad day. That's so funny. Well, thank you. This is a near and dear experience to me because it taught me so much and it was such a valuable lesson. Years ago, my family had experienced a tragedy, and we were all going to take a quick trip and all be together. And I just started to have complete anxiety. Of course, we all have little anxieties, but this day I was packing my bag, and I literally couldn't catch my breath. And I'd never experienced that before. I didn't even know it was anxiety. I thought, okay, what's wrong with me? I can't swallow. I have a walnut in the back of my throat. I can't focus. And of course, you know, what do we all do? We go to Google. What's happening? What's up? Freaking out. It says you're having a panic attack. Yeah. And even that made me go, oh my gosh, like I am really stressed about anticipating something that's not even happening. Just the environment that I was about to go be in and not knowing what that's going to look like. I was really struggling. I got to the point where my daughters are at home, my husband's not home, I'm all alone, I'm trying to manage my body having a complete freak out, and I can't calm myself down. I lay on my bed, literally on my knees with my face down, and I just said, God, help me, please. And I literally just went empty for a minute because there was nothing for me to do. Yeah. And God gave me, I believe truly from him, and I find that when he shows me things, he always reaffirms them as well. Because you always go, was I just thinking that myself? Or was that really you? But it definitely was. He showed me a picture of a crying baby. The kind of baby you pick up and they're in a full-fledged fit and they're pulling away from you and you're trying to comfort them and they won't have it. They're just freaking out, sobbing, red, pulling away. And you're just having to let them be until they completely get so exhausted by themselves that they finally surrender. And then you're able to rub their little head and wipe their little tears and let them melt on you, and they finally just like lay and they're done. And he showed me how much people, I don't think just women, we are always thinking of what to do and we're anticipating that next step and what that looks like and having these freakouts. And we have a comforter. We have this awesome comforting place to sit and receive, and we don't. And I think of relationships, like if you had a best friend or your spouse and they never let you hug on them, they never let you, you know, you want to give them a hug and they pull away, or you want to kiss them, there's no connection. You feel a rejection. Yeah. And to me, what he was showing me was, I have all this love and comfort to give, and no one will sit still long enough to receive it.
Because we can do it all by ourselves.
That's right. And to me, that was so profound. And he said, you know, I want you to spend this traveling time with your family, tell them the story, receive from me the whole way there, and you'll be okay. And, you know, I used to think, okay, maybe I just need to take a Xanax. Well, if you have to take a Xanax to do things, he also confronted me with that. Don't do it. If it's that uncomfortable, if you can't receive enough peace before you do that, maybe it's not for you. You know, that was just it was pretty huge for me.
Yeah. I know you hit on something. You were talking about, right, this anticipation, right? Because we all get ourselves all anxious and worked up. I mean, not that any of you have done that before. Or myself, Brandi.
No, totally cool.
You know, but maybe a couple times where I'm already telling myself.
I almost popped a Xanax today. Right? Where's the Xanax? I'm stressing out.
Being here on television with all of you. But, right, we tell ourselves these stories. It is true, right? These stories in our head. We're already forward thinking. Here's how it's going to go. We're getting ourselves anxious and doing all these things. But that we just need to be, and I know you and I were talking about and discussing is, you know, everyday life is that. From the moment we wake up in the morning, our feet hit the floor in the morning, we're racing, we're going. But you were talking about, because I said to you, I said, Brandi, I mean, how do you every day fill yourself up? Because I've had so many people say to me, I give and give and give, especially in this industry, all of us, right, to other people. I feel like my cup is empty, right? That I say it doesn't have to be that once a year event that you go to something and get your cup filled up. It can be daily. And so I'd love for you to share with everybody what you do daily, maybe some ideas that you can fill themselves up and it'd be okay, right?
Yeah.
Surrender.
Yes. Honestly, we laugh about this, but I'm always, flash lightning because I have to be. I'm like, I would sleep till the very last second. So if I can do it, anyone can do it. Because I listen to my favorite speaker every morning. While I'm getting ready, I'm just hearing a good word. I'm hearing encouragement for myself.
Yeah.
Walking up all the drive to work, I'm listening to what makes me feel good, that anthem song, that soul song, that, to fill up and have a power, what I call like a power soul song. So you feel like strong. You want to feel strong. And just like when you listen to music, when you work out, you need to listen. I'm about to go work out. I'm about to pour into people. I'm about to spend time listening to problems and really having to think about how I'm affecting people. You have to have an anthem. You got to do it, So I get to work and all the way up the stairs, literally until that last second, I am filling up. And again, another, I always go, this is my story. My, authentic self is I go to God. My relationship with Christ is my foundation. So when I'm walking up the stairs, I ask for help. I ask for strength. I ask for him to move where I maybe, like you said, don't see it.
Yeah.
And that I leave an impact. So doing that is huge. And then the idea of filling up enough that it naturally overflows. Yeah. Because if you're trying really hard, it's exhausting. I don't want to try really hard. I mean, do we really want to try that hard? I don't. I want it to become natural.
Yeah.
I want to walk up the stairs and it roll,
Amen.
and that to me is the power. That's where I get my source.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, it's a daily practice. So I would encourage all of you, find out what that daily practice is, whether it be a song, music. I have a devotional myself that I just take 5 minutes, and there's times I'll catch myself 2 hours into my day and go, oh my goodness, I haven't even filled up yet. I really couldn't give 5 minutes because I know if I do that several days in a row, I'm shorter with people. I'm not good for myself. I'm not good for my family, for my customers, my clients, my friends.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So figure out what that is, no matter what that is for you. Just find out. I mean, like I said, music, I am messages, whatever.
I love the devotional too. Like I said, I listen to Joyce Meyer every morning, or most every morning. But listening to the, or having a devotional, something so simple. And what's amazing is a girlfriend years ago gave me a devotional book. I mean, it was 7 years ago, and it's May, it's all the date. So I go to the date. If I miss a few days, I still go to the date.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to me that it's always relevant. I know. It's truly incredible. Like year after year after year, it's still marked.
Yes.
It's on the mark. And so I always feel like, when we run to God, he meets us. He doesn't leave us hanging.
Nope.
And thank God, because what an awesome thing to just always have that standby and to know we can reach out. Because this life is not easy. This is not an easy gig, right?
No.
Not an easy gig. No.
It's not.
It's not. But it can be great.
Can be great. And we're here for one another, just like today. So I want to thank you for sharing a very personal story.
Of course. I'm thrilled to share that.
Yeah,
I know I'm not the only one. I'm not, right? Okay,
right. No, but I just knew that it would be so prevalent and relevant to our audience and feeling like that and anxiety. And I know many of you, like I said, here it is February, and you're thinking yourselves, you set your New Year's resolution or whatever that was in January. I want to show up. I want to be my best self. I want to manage stress in my life. I want to be better for my family. But I do believe, as somebody said to me years ago, Tracey, you're never going to be your best self until you slow down. And I get goosebumps right now. I could cry. I mean, I thought, slow down? Well, I don't slow down. What do you mean slow down? But it was until you're still and take a few minutes every day, you're not going to be able to show up, be your best self. I'm like, really? You mean I don't need to? And I will say, it's the truth. So when you shared that story, I thought, everybody has to hear this. You've probably have heard it before, but maybe this is your time. So I encourage you, find, I love Joy Smart, whoever that is, whatever music that is for you, whatever devotional, read it. It doesn't matter. Take the time. Slow down to speed up.
Yes.
Slow down.
I remember something, I think of Martin Luther King, said, I have so much to do today that first thing I'm going to do is, or the first half, I could get this wrong, but the first part of my day I'm going to pray. I have so much to do today that the first thing I'm going to do is pray, because I can't do it by myself. I just don't think we're made to do it by ourselves. I'm not. I can't. I'm amazed people trying, because I can't do it. Can't do it.
I tried for a long time.
I tried. Yeah. It's exhausting. It's ruining my makeup. It's making me tired. Just can't handle.
No, it is exhausting. Well, I just hope that you found encouragement. Brandi, thank you for being on the show again, taking time out because you're busy. Again, we've talked about. I know you're juggling a lot.
I would do anything with you, Tracey, because you energize me, so it's a thrill.
Oh, I appreciate being here, and again, just follow Brandi. We'll make sure that we put up her Instagram, and she's so much fun to watch, and what's going on. But until next month, again, I just encourage you to take this time, slow down to speed up. It's all about being the best version of yourself in business, body, and life. Until next month, I'll see you again.